here we go, doing the Horse Boss Buddy Barrel race. Just about to go and set the timers up. Course is marked. It's funny, I've got the pre-run jitters. I was going to wear a rodeo shirt to completely 100% simulate a real barrel race, but we're still working on our gooseneck and I do not have much time up my sleeve. I've got literally probably half an hour to get this done, so it's definitely going to be a one and done. Okay, I flipped the affirmations day around to suit the Buddy Barrel Race day. I'm really proud of keeping to my pre-run routine. I am proud of the way that I went to my horn for all 3 drums, which proves that the muscle memory is kicking in, and I rode all the way to that 4th drum past the timers. So go you, Mel. This was so much fun to be a part of the barrel race with the girls from Horse Bosses. Thanks, guys. And here's Zorro and I won't say too much more because I'll share my thoughts after the run. I'm really proud of that. I don't care about the knocked drum at all. I achieved my goal of going to my horn for every drum. I need to watch it back to see if I was softer and forward with my hands, but you know what, we achieved one thing, and it's a pretty big thing for me at the moment. It's the center of this challenge for me, so that was really cool. Far out, that horse is cool. Like, I'll do a ground review tomorrow. It's not the best ground, and he stood up, so that's really encouraging going forward with him becoming my rodeo horse. So today was a good day. Day 16, the Infinity Drill. This is something that I have actually used from time to time after seeing it in Fallon's book of drills that I've got. I really like this drill because it keeps it fresh for both of you. And, you know, especially as you go to different, start going to different arenas, and the approach is different, you know, depending where you are. I think this is a really good drill to change things up because you can't always predict how things are going to be when you get to a competition. So I did this at the Walk, Trot and Canter, or Lope. He is still not catching his lead in the Lope. I don't know if there's something there that I need to investigate a little further. I'll just keep seeing how we go. I am a massage therapist, so he is getting work regularly, just whether I need to do some more investigations. But in all, I was pretty happy with today and how he went. We were a lot more relaxed than we have been in other sessions. And this is definitely a drill that I keep in my toolbox. Yeah, I just think it's something that's really, really beneficial to keep things fresh for both you and your horse, but still, you know, doing some pattern stuff. Okay, this is my local rodeo grounds where I'll be running next weekend. It's a really deep arena. It's a really deep surface, although it looks a bit hard at the moment. We haven't had any rain, so it'll need a bit of working up. This ground is much better when it's really, really wet. As I found out at the rodeo, it just seemed to hold together better than when it's really dry. It's really shifty, and the sand just, as the more horses run on it, it just shifts out, and the base comes up. So yeah, you just have to really ride this arena to the conditions, and they can be quite variable. So that's that's one arena. This is my arena at home. We've just worked it with the tractor. It's quite deep as well. However, as it dries out, and obviously you go over it more with the harrows, it does get shallow and a bit hard. So when it's wet, it's really slick and slippery. When it's dry, it can be a little bit shifty. It's better when there's a tiny bit of moisture in it, and then it's like perfect to run on. I find when it gets a little hard, I have to sit really centered and square to be safe. So just adding to the reading the arena, like the rodeo grounds, I also really like to, before I go somewhere, if I can, I will look at runs that other people, if I've never been to the arena, I'll look at runs of other people's, just to see what the setup's like, to see where the gate is to go in, if there's a gate in, if there's a gate out, or if it's the one gate, is it centre, is it off to the side, and just really trying to look at how I'm going to approach the first drum, and also how girls sort of ride to the conditions of the arena. You know, do they have to really sit deep and get after them, or, you know, do they have to sit really centered and sort of keep balanced? They're the kind of things that I also look at, as well as the actual surface. I try not to think too much about the crowd, and I certainly don't once I'm in the arena, but if the spectators are really close to the fence on a horse like Zorro, I know I'm going to have to ride extra confident. So that is something that I look at in the atmosphere as well, the arena, the speakers, you know, if they're sometimes they're like literally as you're going through the gate. So I just know I'm going to have to be a little bit more assertive riding through there for Zorro. So yep, just a few little things that I think about reading the rodeo ground and surface. Got a banner of sorts. It's actually a table runner, but my banner was way too big for where I could put it. Anyway, I've put this at the chute, which is kind of at the third drum. That's the best I can do. Okay, Zorro and I are going to do our simulation ride. You can see I'm in my rodeo shirt. I will have some music playing. I've got the timers set up. I've got a banner of sorts set up. So yeah, this is our simulation day. We'll see how we go. Knocked a drum again, but I know that it's just a timing thing because I'm, you know, just getting used to dropping to my horn. I was like so tempted to just go and run again to get a clean pattern, and then like I banded up everything, went to do it, and then I realised, you know what, like my horse worked really well just then. It was just purely rider error, so why punish him? You know, even we sort of went a step or so past second, but again, that was me because I looked back to see the drum falling, so I didn't set him up right for second. So I am not going to do that again. It is not for anything except my growth. So okay, I have about 4 really close friends that are also barrel racers that I really look up to and respect as trainers of their horses. And so I asked 2 of them because, you know, you don't want to get overload on my run where I did my distractions run. And it's amazing how on the same page we are. I didn't tell them anything of my thoughts of what the run was until I got their opinion, and we are so on the same wavelength. Just having a little bit of reflection while I have a break. I'm a community nurse, so I go out on the road, and got a big day today, so I'm just pulled over to have a quick loo break and coffee break, and I thought I'd just sit and reflect on my week. it's been a really good week. Learn a lot again. What I'm loving is a new level of confidence that I'm feeling is becoming unlocked, and that without even asking, people are recognizing that. I had a comment this week that this is the most confident and badass that they've seen Zorro and I look. So that's really cool, because we're putting in the work, we're putting in big hours, and to hear that it's being noticed without asking is pretty cool. So I'm loving that I'm going to the Horn automatically already. We're only 3 weeks in, and you know, to some people it might not seem like a big deal, and you know, I used to go to my Horn, but I think I said it at the start, I went back to two-handed on my other horse, Jag, because he's just so powerful and wasn't handling different sorts of ground. So I think I went back to two hands to balance myself and him. And then for some reason that transferred over to Zorro. But I knew that like doing that with Zorro, it was actually blocking him, not helping him. And I knew that to go next level, I needed to not be doing that, and so that's why I made that I knew that this challenge would make me get out of that little safety net that I'd created, and I'm feeling really good that 3 weeks in it has. So I'm really looking forward to putting it all together in an actual competition run, not a simulated run, although this week was fantastic. I think I did really well with the simulation because I want it so much, and I'm such a big believer in that. You know, you have to put yourself in these situations to really understand what it's going to feel like, because we all know training at home is one thing, but the competition arena is completely different. So every time we had a task to simulate the competition environment, I put 100% into that, because that's what we're here for, to get more confidence in the arena and that competition setting. So I feel like I did well, and I feel like Zorro did well. I really threw it at him the other day with the sound system up really, really loud. Like, he's had sound system before and music playing. I always have music playing when I ride, but that's off my phone and it's not that loud. So yeah, I think we both did well, and I think we both felt the pressure that comes with a competition run, even though we were at home. So I think that's good, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to our competition run for real next weekend, which is actually the final day of the challenge. So let's see.